Hello everyone, it's Sunday, that means it's Let's Talk EV time. Hello, hope you're all doing great. I'm doing amazing. It's warm in here. Yesterday and today we had the first real warm day, so with 24 degrees or so. It's 24 degrees outside now, but in here it's 26, so I have the window open. Did you see here? What's the English word for hagel? Hail. And yes, I don't know if it's gonna thunderstorm soon. I don't know, the dogs came up. They're scared of something. Usually they not go up. One is here, one is down there. I brought the bed up for her. Yep. I thought today we talk a bit about the Kia EV3 that I had for 2 weeks. It's gonna get picked up tomorrow. I did a few videos with it. How many did I do? 8. I made 8 videos and it's gonna be, I haven't edited them yet because I still have one Audi A6 video, and then we're gonna get to the Kia EV3. Like I said, I drove around. I can't understand you, the rain is still out. I drove around 1200 kilometers in it. I would say around that. I think so. I didn't drive too much. No extra driving. Interesting is that the car I had is not the best spec one. You can have the normal version, then Earth, and then GT line, and I had Earth. So the seats are not the premium one. There's no head-up display, no seat ventilation. What else is missing? I think a few design elements, of course. But it was interesting 2 weeks, and I have to say, just before we all start with this, it's better than I thought. When I heard the data in the beginning, I thought this is crap, what the hell? Why are they going back? It's not that cheap, the car that's out there. I think it's 47,000 euros in this configuration. Big battery and Earth. I have to check. Where are we? Kia. Where's configurator? There's configurator. Go away. Configurator. Electric Kia EV3 starts 36,000 for the small battery. 41,000 is this, and this is 43. I was wrong. 49 or almost 49 would be the fully one. But I have this here for 43, but maybe there's more stuff in it. Let's see. What can we select? I have this weird color. No, I don't have. I don't even have different colors than this. Looks way too dark here. I have the leather thing. And then we have a heat pump. It's true. Vehicle to load. Yes, I have all of this. And I have 19-inch. Exactly. And then I'm up 48, what the car has. That's true, that's correct. Do I have anything else? Winter package? What is the winter package? Isn't it already included? I think so. Winter Connect business package. What is more? Sound package. Do I have the sound package? Yes, I have Harman Kardon sound. I think so. And what is this? No, heck, no. And then I get to 49. 49,000 was the car that is the car that I have out there. Yeah, but really, it's better than I thought, because when Kia announced it, they said 150 kilowatt front wheel drive, and I was like, ugh. Aren't we over this? The e-Niro Hyundai Kona had front-wheel drive, and it wasn't amazing when it comes to driving. The car was good, but there were some downsides, and rear-wheel drive got rid of this. And then they said not an 800-volt system like the EV6. Okay, so it's worse than that. And then they said maximum power 130 kilowatt. But there are a lot of pros with that. And I found that out all in my tests, and that's important. That's why I'm doing them. So, number one, driving. Sorry, I have tiny little dog hair in my nose when I put our boy in the bed with Cindy. Then ooh, and then I have it everywhere. So the Kia EV3 in this configuration, the seats are not great. If you get a Kia EV3, get the better seats with the GT line. But I think I just looked. I think these are the best seats that you can have. Maybe I'm wrong. Do I have? Oh, I think I have. I'm really gonna sneeze in your microphone here. Don't want to do this, right? Ugh. Seats are not amazing. But the GT line has the ventilated seats. This one doesn't have the ventilated seats. So I still stick with it that maybe GT line has better seats. The another thing is, I've noticed right away when I went into the car, I put my seat in a normal position. It is comfortable to me. Then I got the steering wheel out as far as I could, and then it was too far away. The steering wheel, when my legs are long, the same as my arms, so in every other car I'm totally fine. In Kia, not. Kia, the steering wheel doesn't go out too far, and so I have to put my thing here, this one, very much tall up straight, so I can reach the steering wheel in a normal way, and the seat is still a bit back, so my legs are not really crammed in. So this I noticed right away. Those are the only downsides when it comes to driving. Space, front seats, rear seats, totally fine when it comes to space, headroom, legroom. Trunk is okay, not amazing, but second floor where a lot of stuff would fit, and there's the tire safety kit, and of course your vehicle to load adapter and your charging cable. If you take this out, then there's a lot of space in the trunk. We have a tiny little trunk that's so small. Where do I have a video of this? So I can show you. It's so tiny. Where is first drive? Oh my God, like I can't see anything here. Is this the front? No, that's, oh yeah, in the back we have weird door handles because it's just different. Where are we? News. So we have those door handles in the rear. It's just different. That's how it is. Where we have here. The charge port is on the front right, which for me with a garage is a bit annoying. Because if you park front into the garage and you don't have a lot of space on the left and on the right, to get the charging cable there, you have to go really forward. Not amazing for me personally, but this is cool. You don't have a flappy things for the DC. It's just, you can put it down. And I tried the whole thing. It doesn't do anything. The same as in the Kia EV6. I always try to, this is the one if I want to stop charging and unplug, but no. But it has a stop charging button inside the car, which doesn't look like one. It's just the typical plug and crossed out, and then like, that must be that, and it was. Then what else do we have? Oh, that's the front. Got it. There's our tiny little frunk. I think a charging cable would fit, but it's not a big frunk, but it's okay. I think it's okay. I think we'll survive with that frunk. So space-wise, it's totally okay. The thing, what is the weirdest to me, and I have to look for it, is the front thing. Where is it? So you can see in the front seats, there's nothing underneath, but where are we? Yeah, here we are. So we go into the front seats. There's a lot of space here. One thing that's weird, and I don't know how engineers can do that. So if you can, this is wireless charging, and then there's a tiny little gap here that if you charge it with a USB cable, the 3 USB-Cs here and 2 So one in each front seat for the rear. And this is nice, but the gap is only a tiny bit. So when you put your phone in here, there's no such big phone in the world right now. Even old phones where it's not... Do you have birds? Yes, we have birds. The window is open. And crickets. And it's... So the whole weight of the phone is on the cable here. I don't know why. But there's a lot of space down here, but it looks a bit cheap. And then this thing here, you can move it forward. I don't know why, because on here are 4 buttons. Parking, so self-parking assist, parking cameras, auto hold, and something else that I can't remember. And when you open this, there's nothing underneath. There's not something where you can put stuff in there. It's just nothing. And so I don't know why you can make this even up. Maybe to have more space here to put something when you want to eat in here. Otherwise, I don't get it. That was weird. So this is the interior. The drive in this car is okay. Suspension is very soft, a bit jumpy, but it's fine. Noise level is better than the EV6. You have only wind noise, no tire noise or ground noise, if you want to call it that. To have a table, yeah. There's less wind noise than in the EV6. That's really cool. So even at 130, so this is quieter than an EV6. They improved, or it's the, you know, how the car is shaped or something. What was I driving? Of course, it's front-wheel drive. That means that when you push the car a tiny bit, you notice it in the steering wheel. So especially when it's not perfectly straight. So when you in a corner, even if it's a tiny slight corner, accelerate a bit more and you don't have to floor it, you already notice that the steering wheel is doing this. That's not nice. Acceleration was okay, not amazing. Typical, what was it, 7 point something seconds. This is the big battery with the front wheel drive, 150 kilowatt, 204 horsepower. Top speed is 170 kilometers an hour. Exactly, torque steer is horrible. I prefer rear wheel drive. This is something I don't want to get used to. It's really not nice. Then, which I then am scared in the future if I really get the ID2 with front wheel drive. Then Regen is amazing, and they have improved the software that now if you start the car and you were in iPedal the last time you drove, it's again in iPedal when you start. Amazing, Kia, you improved the car. The previous software you were not allowed. When you were in iPedal and then you started, you were in level 3, and when you were in 0, you were automatically in level 1. This is gone. Amazing. It's not on right away when you get into the car. You have to drive a tiny bit and then it beeps and then iPedal is on. It still beeps when iPedal is turned on. So when you do cruise control and then you turn cruise control off and iPedal is on, it beeps. I don't know why this has to beep, that your regen level, the strongest, is on. But it feels good, regen, and it even works perfectly at 100% state of charge. Awesome. We still have the same as in the Kia EV6 buttons on the steering wheel to turn off the annoying assist things. So lane assist is long press on the steering assist button off to turn it off, and the speed warning EU regulation on the mute button on the steering wheel if you press that long. Very nice. And then we have a favorite button on the steering wheel and a favorite button on the infotainment system, and there's something you need. I have my assist system on one of those buttons, and you need that because in front of you is a tiny little camera that films you the whole time, and it's very Chinese. I've noticed it in a lot of Chinese car where the attention warning is very sensitive, and in the Kia EV3 it's also very sensitive. Even if I had my head straight and I look to the right because a car is coming in a different lane, it beeps at me and says, hey, please pay attention to the road. Annoying, so you have to turn that off. You have to go into assist system. Like I said, you can put it on a favorite, and then there's a one thing that says DAW, driver attention warning. You can press it and then turn it off. It's a few buttons, but still this is so annoying. You have to turn it off. It really, I understand if I'm like this for 4 or 5 seconds and it complains, but no, you're like this and then your eyes just go to the right and it already recognizes, and that's very Chinese. The only car that's not Chinese who had that was the BMW i5, because it pays attention to your eyes when you use cruise control, because you can have that feature where you don't have to, hey Mark, you don't have to touch the steering wheel when you use cruise control on the highway. You can look in the mirror and it will do pass the car. That's why. So that's a bit weird. We did this. Cruise control is, as always with Kia, it's okay, it's not amazing. You put it on 130 and then you get slowed down by a different car. It does it you can adjust it very well, how fast it's doing, how fast it's reacting. So that's okay, but it's still, I don't know, not amazing. And then when you accelerate with the accelerator pedal and then you go off, it always goes a bit slower and then accelerates automatically back to the speed that you have adjusted. And it's just why. And so I notice this all the time. This makes a bit of an uncomfortable feeling because you accelerate. I'm driving 130, I go off, it slows down, speeds up. So you go to 132, so it doesn't speed up, it just slows down. It's just, I don't know why. Distance is okay. It's 4 things that you can, 4 distance settings. The self-steering on a country road is not great, but it's okay, it's usable. On the highway, it's good, but it's not the best steering assist things I have tested. There are other cars in similar price that are better. What else? The backup camera is amazing. 360-degree camera is amazing, great resolution and everything. How's the ride quality? Still as bumpy as the Kona and Niro? No, I think it's, like I said before, it's very, very soft. It's very American. It's a bit jumpy because of that, but very, very soft. So it's not the greatest suspension, but for the car, it's fine. For what it is, for the price and everything, it's okay. Consumption, I did my range test. I find it okay, even good for what it is, because it looks like a gigantic SUV. It looks like a smaller EV9, but it's okay. I'm okay with the I'm too dark. I put it one up. Consumption, I was pleasantly surprised. Charging is something that sounded horrible when Kia announced it, but it's really okay. So Kia says 400 volt system, peak 130 kilowatt, and 10 to 80% takes 30 minutes. They sound horrible, but it's an 78 kilowatt hour usable battery. That means 10 to 80% is a lot of range, and 30 minutes is not that bad when other cars have 170 kilowatt peak but take 26 minutes or so, or maybe 25 when they're really good. 800 volt system are then down to 22 minutes, or then the great ones 18 minutes. But I have noticed that the 130 kilowatt are on very fast, and then they stay till 60%. At around 60%, it goes down to 120 kilowatt till 70%, and then at 71%, the charging power goes down to 90 kilowatt, 70 kilowatt. So if 70 kilowatt, 70% is fine for you to get to the next charger in the way that you're driving, then the charging curve is fine. I haven't done the video yet, but it's really okay because you're always at 130, then 120 kilowatt. There's no high peak and then it goes down. It just stays at that, and that's totally okay. If you need to charge to 80%, the 70 to 80% take a bit of time. And then if you need to charge more, 80 to 90 is then, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, and 90 to 100 is another 40 minutes. So you don't charge to 100% while you are on the road. You do that at home. That's really slow and not nice. I get more and more cars that are like this. That's, for me, as testing when I want to charge to 100% is really annoying. So charging is totally fine, really. I was surprised. I didn't think that would be that way. And the consumption is also okay. I did my long distance trip and the car did it in a very good time. I can't remember. I think it was under 5.5 hours for 540 kilometers, 580 kilometers, something like this. It was really okay. I charged twice, once to 77% and once to 70%, I think, or 69, something like this. And it was really okay. I was pleasantly surprised. It felt like it takes a long time, but in the end, I arrived at an okay time and I drove 140 constant speed, and the consumption was high for an SUV, but driving 140 as much as I could, I was okay with it. So, like I said, I'm pleasantly surprised with the EV3. My biggest problem is the front wheel drive. I just don't like it at all. Especially how Kia and Hyundai do it with the Hyundai Kona and the Kia e-Niro before the Niro EV. No, the other way around. It's just not my thing. Especially and then once it was raining and the road was wet, and then when you don't even floor it, when you just use a bit more power, you get spinning wheels because you can't put the power down. Nah. Not my thing. I think we should do a like game. We have 55 people here. If you are new here and you don't know what that is, we have 9 likes at the moment, and it's always fun if people are doing the same thing all together. Interaction is it called. So I'm counting down from 3 to 0, and everyone who's on the computer, on the phone, on the tablet, you just press the like button. The problem is you can't do it, of course, if you watch it on a TV, but I'm pretty sure you have your phone or your tablet right beside you. It's here. It's this one here. Go take it, and I'm gonna count down from 3 to 0, and then we're gonna all press the like button. We have 56 people here, only 11 likes. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, and like. Look at me, I did the like game. I always forget. I'm old. I'm sorry for the crickets. It's so hard to do. I can like on the TV too. Look at you, fancy PhotoStorm can do stuff. My TV is 15 years old now. No, 17 years. 17 or 16 years old now. And it wasn't a great thing when I bought it. I remember it was 1,000 euros back then. Toshiba, my first HD, and it's this thick, but it's fine. It's not that heavy, but only when logged in. We get to 27 likes. There are 56 people here. How is that possible? You all 56 can press the like. Come on. Let's get to 50. It should be possible. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Ho, ho, ho. Now everyone's logging off. What is this guy talking to me about? Yeah, so like I said, Kia EV3, totally fine. 25 are bots. What? They can't like? They should do it automatically when they log on. Then I pay for them. Yes, then you all seen the videos with the Audi A6. Good to see you well, and you co-pilot Cindy fully recovered and participating in your content. Yeah, the poor thing. The long drive, Audi A6 versus Volkswagen ID.7. I think that was her longest drive she ever drove alone. I mean, we drove 2 hours 20 minutes charged, had a pee break in between, and then drove the 2 hours back with a charging session in between. Been a bit quiet and missed your live cast recently. That's okay. You chill out. Thanks for sharing your EV3 thoughts. Anytime. So videos of the EV3 are coming. I did a power drive at 170. It was okay, but again, front wheel drive when you drive with a bit of power. But charging is totally fine. Unless you need 80%, then it's really a bit, come on, go on. But 15 to, I have the pictures somewhere. Where are they? I charged twice. Long distance. There it is. Here we have it. There was my first charging session on my long distance trip. There was 16 to 77%, took 28 minutes. The average power of 112.9 kilowatt. And the second one was 42.5 kilowatt hours in 21 minutes. Maximum charging power 130, average 119. And you can see it here very well. So it goes up to around 120 and then it gets faster and faster to 130. And then here, that is around 61, it goes down to 120. And then if we would have, I would have charged more at 70%, it goes down rapidly. So the charging was okay. It's not something new technology. And then everyone has to decide, is this something good for their price or not? Lol, danke für die Ladung. That's a pervert joke. And so it's I don't know if they would have given it the 800 volt system, if it would be so much more expensive. Is it really that much more expensive? Or rear wheel drive, or both? Or if they're given it a battery that can charge 180 kilowatt peak and then go slowly down and then it takes 25 minutes. Is that much more expensive? I don't know. Flying in this summer, looking at EV options, 6 and Hertz, both offering EVs, Cupra, Born or similar. Cool. I had no idea, and I had no idea what it costs. Yes, and you, like I said, you saw my videos with the Audi A6 that's gone for 2 weeks. Wasn't the best thing ever. One video is coming, the like video, it's coming tomorrow. Good, a lot of comparison videos, A6 against the ID7, then two ID7 against each other, where Cindy drove the other car, and then the long drive with the A6 against the ID7, where Cindy also drove the other car. The poor thing, but she was so nice to do it. It's just, it sounds horrible, but it's the cheapest solution. I mean, we have to pay for charging for both cars at home and then on the road for two gigantic EVs. And then if Matthias would be driving, I have to pay him. He's not doing this for free. And then the video has to bring in the money, so it's not, I don't make minus, so deficit? I think so. I was a bit late joining today. What do you have lined up for the content in the coming weeks? I haven't talked about this yet. So EV3 will be picked up tomorrow. I don't even know when. I think they called me on Friday, but I got too late to the phone and then they didn't call anymore. And it's fine. I'm home I'm home all day. I'm gonna do editing tomorrow. Then I think in the afternoon the Ford Explorer is coming. Ford Explorer EV. I only had it for 2 days when I tested it in December, I think. I didn't have it for 2 days. I had it for a few hours. So I picked it up and then the day later I did a range test and a bit of a test. Hello EV3, I heard about the EV3 and having ICCU problems. I had a Kia EV6, I had an Ioniq 5. I had so many Kias and Hyundais and never had a big problem with them. I'm sorry, and I didn't have any problems with this car. I know about the problem and I heard it. And there's also the 12 volt problem that they have, but I didn't have any problems with the car. I'm sorry. I don't know how many cars have the problem, so percentage-wise, how often that happens. So I'm excited about the Ford Explorer, but I only get it for 10 days, and usually I need 2 Sundays to do one Sunday my range test, and then the next Sunday my long distance test. But I'm lucky. Next Monday is a holiday in Germany. It's whatever Pfingsten is. I have no idea. And it's gonna be so on Sunday I want to do my range test, and on Monday I'm gonna do the long distance trip, because whole of Germany trucks won't be on the road. That's amazing. I need that. I would be interested how the Explorer performed against this W2 range, as it was a bit of a brick on wheels, and when I had one to test for a day last autumn, I got quite low efficiency. I think it's pretty much the same as the ID4. I don't think it has that much higher consumption, but we'll see. Pentecost. I've never heard that word before. Never. No idea. Thanks. Yes, so I'm gonna do this. And then the Ford Explorer, I think it's picked up on the Wednesday, no, on a Thursday, and on Friday, so in 11 days, I will be picking up the Model Y Jupiter from Tesla in Juniper, not Jupiter, in Munich, because again, you would if you went to church. Well, I went to church in Germany, and there it's Pfingsten. The German word, I don't know the English word. If I would have went to church in an English-speaking country, then yes, then I would know. So I have to pick up the car myself. All other car makers bring me the car. For Tesla, I have to go, and I have to bring and Hank will stay there, and then I have to. I wasn't in church in Canada for the 6 months that I was there. No. But with Tesla Model Y, you get a press car, you get free supercharging. So we'll see. Then I only have it for a week, and since I cannot do too much when I pick it up and when I bring it back, so I have 5 days to do all of my testing, range tests. How does it drive? I don't think Cindy will drive with it. I don't know if we have the time for that. I want to do a consumption test against the old Model Y. Hopefully we can make this happen, and we'll see. I want to try to do everything I can. On a car show in TV today, they investigated if EVs are bad for your health because of electromagnetic fields. The results was ICE cars create stronger magnetic fields than because of the rotating motor? Then there's induction or something? Is it because of that? As long as they're honest, I'm totally fine with it. Explorer and ID4, same platform, right? What about software? Software is the same, just a different skin. So we'll see how it is. I'm interested. What is next? I don't even know. Is it the BYD Seal, I think, is coming, and that will be interesting against ID7. There will be a lot of Germany against China, something like this. Is cheaper always better? Or so, is it still fine? I don't even know what the Seal costs, but I think it's not cheap. As cheap as I think. BYD Seal, there it is. What does it cost? No, I don't get the all-wheel drive. I'm pretty sure I get the design, and it's in 49. And color, I have no idea. I'm guessing this costs all the same. And 19-inch wheels. What else do we have? That's it. That's all you can configure. That's awesome, huh? That's just cool. I have to say, if you get a car, there's nothing you can change. It's how you get it. It's just the color, inside, interior and exterior. Even the wheels you can't change. The all-wheel drive would then be 53. That's significantly cheaper than the ID7. So we'll see how it is. What does the ID7 start right now? 53? He's so cute. Where is my configurator? There is my, not configure, there we are. What is it now? ID 754, and then you have nothing. You really have nothing in there. Let's try and configure it a bit. Well, a bit of color. It costs already money. If you get it in white, that's already 855. What's the double thing? I don't want the dark. They have now this black style thing. I don't like this at all. When you get the dark roof, you get different rims. Let's do the red. And then I want 19-inch wheels, bust. Then white interior. Then you have to get the interior package. Look at this. And you can have red. I don't want white steering wheel though. Let's do this. Can I then change it? And then interior, then heat pump. Then you can, where's my exterior package plus? And of course assist system. Without that, that's not a car. Comfort package. God, all costs money. We have the heat pump and that's it. And we get to 66 now. Whew. 66 against, what was it? 48 for the seal. That's almost 20,000 euros difference. Whew. We'll see. It has horrible lease prices. Really? I have no idea. The high voltage stuff is shielded in EVs, but the values of both cars are quite below the Grenzwerte. Has M3 lines. The all-wheel drive excellent seal was actually only a few thousands cheaper than the Volkswagen ID.7 Tourer. Really? Hear that? I felt though the DICIM was better all-round package and the lease deal was sequentially better as its residual value is greater. But you get 5,000 off in the list price with... Oh, that's true. Right now you get this off. That's correct. Cooper Kavaskan, what is that platform from ID.4? Yeah, it's the same. Same as ID.3, 4, 5, Bus, Cooper Born, Ford Explorer, Skoda Enyaq, Skoda Elroq. It's all the same. All MEB. Have you seen my news this week with the MEB Plus platform that's coming next year, at the end of the year, most likely after the ID.2 has come out, that all IDs will be it's the exact same car, Cooper Born and ID.3, just tiny bit different design. That all IDs will get LFP batteries. I'm pretty sure you will be able, I hope that you can select you want this or this, but I don't know if it's manufacturing wise then too much of a hassle. We'll see. Of course, Volkswagen is doing a free smart charger, so that really helped too. That was back in November. So when it's 5,000 less, it's still 13,000 euros price difference. Tavaskan, we said the 1,000 kilometer charger in 10 hours today, Norway, Sweden. That doesn't sound too great, does it? The VZ charge is the same as the ID.4. There's no difference. It's just when it was nice weather, of course. I think there's a driving. Yeah. So where was I? Yeah, so this is coming. Very, very interesting. Yeah, this month is weird. May. There was a lot of content with Audi, so A6 and Volkswagen ID.7, and the news that what I just said, MEB Plus platform, and the German channel liked this, all of this way more than the English channel. So Savaskan VZ only charges 140 kilowatt. That's true. It has the ID.4 Pro charging curve, but it stays above the 100 kilowatt till 80%. That's true. So it charges good to 80%, but if you only need it to 50%, ID.7 GTX is better. Do dealers give discounts again? They did when I bought my car, but in the time of part shortage that stopped. How is it now? I have no idea. Over here in the UK, we felt a bit Audi'd out. I don't know what that means. Too much Audi? And yes, so this month, May, I will earn more with the German channel than with the English channel for the first time. Even though English channel has 37,000. Yep, too much Audi. Well, I got that. I got the cars, and they said, "Here, do you want cars?" And of course, I say yes. If no other company want to give me cars, that's how I do it. And I will get more Audis. I want the S version of the A6, which I will getting in August, I think. And I want to ask the for the Audi A6 with the small battery, so the 75 kilowatt hour battery, how that car is, because it's the cheapest. It starts at 65,000 euros. The Pro that I had starts at 75 or something with the bigger battery. So that's interesting to me. And of course, I had the most amazing car, the e-tron GT. I still miss it. It was so amazing. It was the best 2 weeks of my life. Screw everything else. That's my dream car from now on. I don't want the Porsche Taycan. It doesn't look as good. The e-tron GT had the best look. Ah, amazing. Audi A6 sport tires are also rated A in efficiency. Were they not? I have no idea. Is the A7 still top-selling EV in Germany? It was till April. I don't have the May numbers. I think they take a few days. Wonder why it was so bad versus ID7. With the consumption, because the car is just not as efficient. The motor that's in there, it's still amazing, but it's just way done more for comfort than it is for efficiency. But it's with this big battery, heavier too. It wasn't bad at all. I don't think that the A6 was bad. I think for what it is, this gigantic battery with 800 volt system that can charge with 270 kilowatt. And like I said in the video, if I would have arrived with 10% on the charger with both cars, which is not possible since the ID7 has a smaller battery, I'm pretty sure I would have to get off and charge earlier. The A6 would have charged with a higher peak, but then, and so 270 kilowatt, where the ID7 only charges with 205 kilowatt, but the ID7 would have not only had to charge to 50%, where the A6 to 70%, and then I think the high power is then at the end still the same time. And that's why in the end I think that A6 and ID7 Pro S will take the same time to do a long distance trip. You're not buying Audi for efficiency or for comfort, power and style. Yeah, style. But they're günstig. They have the Audi. So, yes. But the A6 with the normal rear wheel drive, I was meh. It's okay, but not amazing. I haven't driven a Hank in a while for more than a few kilometers. But we're almost doing a longer trip today or this week, but we didn't. That would have been nice. I miss it. I miss my Hank. Still on the same software, still no update. It's now 1.5 years, almost exactly. When is? No, yeah, it is. Even more, 2 weeks more. For a rental, we'd be happy with Ioniq 5 if they had them. Oh, yeah. So I'm done. What's up with you? I said everything. We started earlier anyway, so we're almost at 45 minutes. Is everything okay? Are you good? Like I said, the cars that are coming soon. Ford Explorer tomorrow, and then Tesla Model Y, Juniper. But only a week, and in a week I can't do as much, especially when I have to pick it up and bring it, because it's Munich, so it's 2 hours there, I pick up the car, 2 hours home, and then I should film. And I don't think I will, so and then I have Saturday off, and I don't want to do extra work just because I have this car only for a week. So it will be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, where I do all of my filming, all of my tests in 4, no, it's 5, isn't it 5 days? It should be 5 days. And then Friday I bring it back. So we'll see if I can do everything. Tesla should have cars to spare. No one buys them anymore. Yeah, that's really bad. That is really bad. Yeah. You saw the video with 3.81 update, right? Hi Chris, do you already have an idea what you want to drive off the Hank? Right now I'm planning on the ID2 because to be honest, more about the channel, less about me. I would want to have an extremely comfortable car. I would love to stay with an ID7, but we don't need the space. But ID2, first of all, extremely cheap. I don't want to have both. It would be a bit too much money. But I know that a lot of people will be interested in the ID2 and want to see all the experience and everything. And I think that that would be great for the channel. And Cindy would love the ID2 as well. Small, easy to park, is enough power. And we also don't do too much long trips. So in the last year, since we drove to the Netherlands, where we drove 700 or 800 kilometers one way, I stopped watching a channel while Audi content was being produced. What do you have against Audi? I don't get it. I don't understand it. They're great cars. They're just expensive, but they deliver. So I don't get it. I would watch it. I watched rewatched a few videos. It is a bit too small. And it takes too much till the ID2 comes out. I want ID2, I want LFP battery. Android system will be the first car with Android software. And like I said, LFP batteries in a Volkswagen, and sadly front wheel drive. And it's a cheaper car, so I think the interest will be big. It would be a perfect car for the wife to migrate if she wasn't planning on driving a Citroën in the dust. Really? Cute. Well, the thing is, Audi never wanted to give me cars. I asked for years. I asked so often, and at some point they gave me the Q8 and that was it. I asked Q4, e-tron GT, A6, Q6 and so on, and then they always said, yeah, no answer or anything. And then at some point the person who's deciding this was like, okay, you get cars. And then she offered me all the cars, and I had free space, and that's why I got Audis almost in a row. But it's over. That was the last Audi till August. Then it's an S6, and then like I said, I want to ask the A6 with the small battery maybe for September. But September is the Munich Motor Show. I have to keep a week off that I don't have a car there. And yes, in my experience on the Autobahn, idiots come in every brand. Exactly. I think so too. I'm not sure who would buy Q4 e-tron. Surely only people who drove Audi before. But I see them a lot. So I don't get the advantage of the Q4 as well. For me, the Q4 was worse than an ID4. In many aspects. I mean, they say that they want a new software update should fix a lot of those things. I didn't see any advantage, only a tiny bit, of the Q4 to the ID4 or the Skoda Enyaq. But I see them driving around more than or the same as ID4, and more than a lot of other EVs. So Q6, rarely see it. Q8, the old e-tron, a bit. E-tron GT, rarely. Of course, hello, expensive car. Stay safe and well, everybody. Oh, he's already going. You're right. But I should too. It's already late. I want to relax a bit before going to bed and then do my office day tomorrow. You all take care. Thank you all for being here. And you see the Kia EV3 videos soon. They're coming this week. Maybe part of 2-3 new sales company car fleet. I don't know. You all take care. I see you maybe next week. Bye.